So today I'm going to talk about a stock that I completely sold out of at the start of the week. I have locked in these profits, and today I'll tell you why I have sold it. So even if you don't own this stock or you're not interested in stock, it's still good, I think, to see my thought process on why I'm kind of releasing the capital now. Because one of the hardest things to do is to sell a stock. When do you sell a stock when it's completely going wrong? When is the time to lock in your profit and walk away from that stock? So today, hopefully that video helps you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get started. Now, just a quick shout out. If you did not join the live Q&A session on the Patreon, it is there ready to watch the replay. If you do want access to this 2 exclusive videos a week, the link's in the description. Join the Patreon, £6 a month. I'll be also doing a stock request on there over the weekend. If you're on the YouTube, then that will probably be it. I'm probably not going to do another video to Monday, so if you do want to get some exclusive content, that's the place to be. And obviously you would have saw in real time that I sold this position, and obviously really happy to kind of lock in the gains. As well as that, if you do want to start investing, join Trading 212 with the link in the description, and you get a free fractional share worth up to £100. A lot of you guys have been using that, maybe starting on your investing journey, or in my opinion, starting to use the best investing platform out there that's available in the UK. So the stock that I sold, you might be able to tell from this blurred logo. It's not very blurred. I think it's quite obvious which stock that was. It was Lululemon. So I did lock in a good profit on Lululemon. I think it was around about a 60% gain I locked in on Lululemon, which once again adds to what has been a very good 2024, has started off 2025 in a really good fashion. 2024 was was the best money that I've ever made in the stock market last year. Obviously getting on to 2025 and already locking in a profit from Lululemon is great to see. And I made this video about 5 months ago. It was a bit of a turnaround play, been a lot of successful turnaround plays at the moment, and I bought that stock, and we made 60% in 5 months, which if I'm going to make, it was a longer term hold, but if we are going to make that money in the short term, you know what, I'm going to walk away with it and lock it in. And I did start buying in Lululemon around this dip here, and it worked out very well. I was trying to make around about 20% return a year, and obviously got away with nearly 60% return in a couple of months, which is great. And one of those, the turnaround plays, it's one of those where you just see all that negativity. I remember making this video and everybody said, oh, Lululemon, it's not going to work out, it's a trash stock. And then obviously, all that negative sentiment just put it to ridiculously low values, and it bounced up, and we were able to make good money on it. And it's just the valuation of it just did not make sense. I remember talking about it, and this point here, it went to about 19 times earnings. I think on a forward basis, it dropped to like 16 times forward earnings. It just didn't make sense that it had dropped that low, and financially, it was actually still doing very well during that time frame. Profit was still doing very well, share buybacks were increasing, revenue still growing at very good rates. Compare it to Nike, for example. A lot of other people focus on Nike on YouTube and say, no, don't buy Lululemon, buy Nike. And I was like, no. Why would you want to buy Nike over Lululemon? Lululemon is still growing. It's still got the Chinese growth for it. And as well as that, the valuation's a lot cheaper than Nike. Why buy Nike over Lululemon? And obviously, if you listen to some other people and you bought Nike, you probably sat there down on your position by 20-30%. And obviously, if you did buy Lululemon, you're probably up on that position really nice right now. Yeah, I just decided to lock in the profit up 60% in such a short time frame. I thought, you know what, let's lock this profit in. There was a couple of reasons why. So obviously Lululemon has now gone back up to like 28 times earnings. It historically trades around 41 times earnings, so it's still pretty much below its historic valuation. However, the big difference now is the growth side of it. So if you look right now, current year 2025, 9% revenue growth, next year 7% revenue growth forecast. This is a lot slower than what it historically did. So you can see it, normally it'd be around like the 20% revenue growth range, but you can see it has been slowing down a lot recently. So the growth is about half of what it normally is. So when we look at the average PE, yeah, maybe it is 41, but that's when it used to have a lot faster growth. What's the average PE going to be around about now? 30 maximum. Well, we're already kind of near 30, so there's not much more room for metric expansion compared to when I was buying it. Obviously, I was picking it up at like 20 times earnings, and I was like, yeah, I think this will go up to like 28, 29, 30 times earnings. So I thought there'd be some metric expansion, and I've got it. I just don't know how much is kind of really left with it. And obviously, it kept growing at good rates as well. That did also help, I guess, with it. The other thing as well is I don't really like the area. I don't really like investing into fashion brands. The reason why is because they can go in trend so quickly and they can go out of trend so quickly. And it's really hard to predict. There's no loyalty in this space. Sometimes things can be really popular. Sometimes, they just absolutely fall off a cliff. Nike all of a sudden, absolutely falling out. Nobody wants to own it. And that's probably one of the best brands out there, one of the best moat brands for a clothing company out there. And even Nike gets thrown under the bus where people go, yeah, we don't want you. So imagine something like Lululemon that can easily go out of trend very quickly. So yeah, I don't really like the space. The latest data that was coming out from Teens is that Lululemon was starting to lose a little bit of market share to brands like, I don't know if it was On Holdings slightly. I think it was Hoka as well. I think they're losing some market share to like Hoka during in the teen clothing area. And that's what just makes me nervous. And I don't want Lululemon to come a longer term hold, because a longer term hold would suggest that they would be a strong fashion brand for the next 5 years. I don't really know. I'm not really aware enough in this space, or would like to predict fashion trends for the next 5 years. So that makes me nervous, where it just I didn't want it to come a longer term hold because of how fast this space changes, and that was another reason why I kind of locked in the profit, because like I said, I was expecting 20% a year. You give me 3 years of gains that I expected in a 6 month period. I thought that was another factor that kind of made me want to sell this one and lock in the profit. And the other thing is just basic number running. When I was running the numbers here, 5, 10%, 15% revenue growth, and a profit margin of 16, 17, 18%, and 20 times earnings, there wasn't really that much upside left, and maybe on the high side, but obviously they're way off 15% revenue growth at the moment, so they would have to speed up that revenue growth more than where they're at right now, and I don't know if they can do that. You could argue the case, well, you did say it would be 30 times earnings. I don't like assuming multiples, because I think that's a little bit greedy. If we were to hit a bear market, a lot of this multiple expansion won't happen. But if let's just say it did go to 30 times earnings, yeah, there's a little bit more upside now, so I could be wrong on this one. It could continue to go higher. It could have that multiple expansion a little bit more, and I might be wrong on this position, but I think that if I do that, I'm being a little bit greedy here, and I thought, let's just do market average valuation. And yeah, I thought, what, if I run these numbers, there's not much upside, and I don't want to bank on too much more multiple expansion. Like I said, the revenue growth is slower than what it used to do, and just other opportunities out there. Another one that's kind of in this space, like JD Sports. I know it's not a US stock, it's a UK stock, but I was like, I'd rather put this money into like JD Sports, because JD Sports, I'm trying to talk about Lululemon going to like a 30 times earnings. JD Sports, I'm like, 6 times earnings, and the revenue growth isn't that far behind someone like a Lululemon. You could say Lululemon has maybe the advantage because it's the brand, but in this space, I don't think it really matters. I won't really throw a premium just because they have the brand. I'd actually probably put the brand more on JD Sports, because they're able to kind of sell whatever's popular. Lululemon, it's down to them if they're popular or not. JD Sports, if Lululemon starts losing market share, not that they sell Lululemon, but there you go. Well, it's no issue to us. We'll just go get Hoka and sell it through our store. So I'd actually say JD Sports is probably a stronger moat as well. So there's also just the cost opportunity that's kind of going on out there. So yeah, all those kind of factors came into play, and I thought, what, I'm going to lock in my 60% return on Lululemon. Like I said, 3 years of gains that I thought in 6 months, and obviously the valuation metric, other opportunities out there. I thought it was the right time to kind of move away from it, really. And obviously, yeah, another stock that's done really well for us. I think the 2024 was a fantastic year for us, the best year for me in the stock market, where I made the most money. And obviously 2025 already off to a cracking start, while locking in this profit from Lululemon, and another winner for the YouTube channel as well. So yeah, really happy with that one, and I thought I'd let you know why I've sold it, give you a few reasons why, so also maybe it helps you guys when considering selling a stock. I think like I said, the problem is you don't know if stocks are going to go higher from where you sell them, and Lululemon might go higher from where I've sold it right now, but I've got to look at the facts, and the facts say to me there's definitely a lot less upside than where I was at. And hopefully the other stocks that I use this money for outperform it as well, and that would also justify selling it. So that was a move that I did make into the portfolio. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm probably not going to do a video on the YouTube channel now on Saturday or Sunday. I've not had a weekend off from making videos for, I'd say, a very long time. So I'm probably not going to do a video Saturday or Sunday. You never know, I might do if some crazy news happens, but probably not. And then I'll probably be back on Monday, and I'll probably be talking about the earnings that are coming up, because we are entering peak earnings season and there's a lot of big earnings coming up next week. So I'll probably give you a little bit of a preview about the earnings that are coming up on Monday. Apart from that, yeah, I'll see you on there unless you're on the Patreon. We'll do a stock request over the weekend on the Patreon, which is Grab, I believe, that is going to be the winner, and we'll do that for you guys over the Patreon on the Patreon. So you guys are on the Patreon, I do have one more video for you this weekend. But apart from that, if I don't see you on the Patreon, and I'll see you on the YouTube on Monday. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in a bit.